What's going on, everybody? Today, it's my first video here on YouTube. I'm going to be posting a video to show you how to install the ZL1 add-ons rock guards onto an FK8 Civic. Pretty self-explanatory. A couple good videos out there. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I actually think it's going to be quite easy. They actually provide instructions, which not many parts come with nowadays. But yeah, I'm going to run you through the process real quick. If I run into any issues installing these, I'll be sure to post it up. Never really thought that I'd be installing Mudflaps on a Civic. I've owned quite a few Civics. But if you own the FK8, you probably understand why. If not, enjoy this little clip of me driving through some back roads. It's pretty bad with the rocks and just trying to protect the paint. So as mentioned, the instructions do come with the ZL1 kit here. So it's actually not too hard to deinstall or remove the fender liner in order to slide in the ZL1 Mudflap. Just one note, the top punch pin is kind of a pain to get out. But yeah, you just kind of really have to pry on it. So I'm actually starting this process by wiping down the fender with a little bit of alcohol wipes. Just starting like this because you actually have to slide the rock protector, the mud flap, behind the fender liner. So I just wanted to make sure there's nothing on the paint, nothing that could scratch it up. The whole idea here is to protect the paint, not screw it up. So I'm starting with that, and I'm just sliding them in. This part's a little tricky, so you know, you have to try to line those screw holes up as best as you can, and then what I find the easiest is just kind of force it a little bit at the end to get that top clip in. But overall, it's really actually not that bad. The fronts probably took me, I don't know, 3 minutes total. One nice thing with this kit, they do provide a new punch pin, which makes install a lot easier. So let me just show you real quickly. Total install in the front, again, not that bad. Basically what you're looking at here, you have 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. Just unscrew those. You have 1 punch pin, which this is the one they provide, which is reusable. A lot better than what's provided by Honda. So Honda gives you these, they're kind of one-time use. They're really tight, so be careful. If you're going to use a screwdriver, make sure you put some tape on it. You don't want to hit the paint. But overall, not that bad. Instructions really kind of explain exactly what you need to do. One more quick thing I would like to call out. This might be obvious to you. It wasn't to me. Especially, like I said, coming from a bunch of Hondas where I really haven't had to use mud flaps before. But there's 2 sides to the mud flap. There's the smooth side, and then there's this side, which you should be able to see there on the camera, which is much rougher. So the one call out I have is obviously this side is the side that touches the paint. And the smooth side is the one that faces the tire. That was not obvious to me when I started the install. I kind of figured it out, but that's just one call out I have. I kind of thought they would put the smooth side against the paint, but maybe there's some strategy to that I'm not thinking of. But again, that's just one call out I wanted to make. So at the back, depending on your offset, you may or may not have to uninstall your wheels. I did not. I have obviously the stock wheels. I think if you're running plus 45, you're probably going to be fine. So back here, you're essentially looking at 2 screws and 2 provided clips just to hold the bottom in place. The 2 screws are pretty easy. They do provide washers, which, you know, I thought was kind of interesting. Again, washers against paint. I ended up wiping this down also with the sanitizing wipes, just to make sure there was nothing back there. These do not slide behind the fender liners, so that part of the process is just a little easier, lining up the screws, and you know, you just don't have to fight with this side as much. But really, overall, I think the back's pretty easy to install. The clips are a little tricky. it's probably the only part of this whole kit I really don't like is those rear clips. You know, I guess they're kind of secure, but I guess time will tell. But overall, really not a bad install. Pretty easy. So this is what it looks like all installed. Again, 2 screws, take those out, and then use these provided clips that they give you. Those might be the only difficult part in the back. The backs were really easy to install, but if you can't get these clips right, you know, basically between the rock guard and the rear bumper, you know, you could fight with that for a second, but it's really not bad. It's actually pretty easy. I'd say the only part of this whole kit I don't like, I just hate aesthetically how this kind of looks. I'm just not really sure why they had to add that little extra lip there, but kind of looks like it's out of place, like it's missing something. But overall, I think this kit's pretty solid. Here's just a quick look at the back. Not bad. Quick look at the front. Again, not that bad. You know, when I was looking for rock guards, I was looking for basically the sleekest / most aesthetically appealing. I just wanted something to protect the paint, not necessarily look like I'm you know, rallying the car. So I think ZL1 kind of is the best when it comes to that overall. So it's a pretty solid kit. If you're looking to protect your paint, I definitely recommend it. I haven't obviously used them yet on the road, but from the looks of it, they're going to do their job. So pretty solid.